That's good, that's good. Let me move the resume up. Oh, I have a sneeze coming on. That is not what I want to start the thing on. This is a software developer role. Hey, Eric. Welcome, welcome. I'm just making sure everything is good. And then, there we go. All right, let's see, make sure this isn't getting cut off, because sometimes it cuts off. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I think you're the person that had, like, the 1,000, the amazing interview ratio. I am maybe assuming. So, the first one is a software engineer role that I missed last time. So this should have been in another video that would have gone out tomorrow, which is now going to have to go out tomorrow. So I need to do this resume as a makeup first, and this is just a software resume, so this should be pretty easy because I don't know which type they are. So, but yeah, welcome to the channel. Let's begin with the beginning. Don't be weird. Like, that's what... Okay, let's just go. Alright, move that there. That's good. This is a software engineer resume, and as per usual, when you do not tell me what kind of software engineer you are, I'm going to have to guess. So the goal for this will be for me to be able to see exactly what type you are. Full stack, front end, if you are back end, what is your primary tech stack? So this is what it's going to be. All right. They have graduated in December, so this is a fresh grad. They've sent 60 applications and not gotten anything back, which isn't shocking because it's December and nothing really happens in recruitment in December. It's not quite true, but it's your ratios don't count in December because it's a mad month of craziness. So they have Java, TypeScript, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, React. So actually this is pretty good because I'm assuming this is going to be full stack immediately. So developed a multi-track SQL, latency play mid synthesizer. Okay. None of these would be what I'd be looking for except for maybe GitHub. So nothing here is anything I would like. And there's no... Yeah, I can't find anything I like in that. Built a mobile app and dashboard using React, Native, Expo, Next.js, and NFC cards. I don't know what NFC is, but these are good at least. Maybe Expo, don't know about that one. But again, not omnipresent in every field. So implemented a role-based authentication using Clark and PostSQL. That's fine. Management Agile. This is actually fine. Created a generator using algorithms. Yes. So this isn't terrible. You're going to need more of the keywords, which let me see if I can get them up real quick. These are going to be the common keywords for full stack, which it seems like you are going for. That is going to completely break my formatting, but essentially these. So these are going to be what you're looking for right there in the little corner as I'm making them real quick. And I need them to be here. So this is, I need this stuff in here, right? And you got, I think you actually nailed what the keywords are, so that's good. And then you have this, which is May 2018 to present, and then it breaks the formatting. So here's where you, it's okay to have this. I know there's some like, well, you know, it's not related to my profession I'm going into. Should I not have it? You can, and the reason for that is actually evident in this resume, which is the dates. Hiring managers absolutely fear somebody leaving them, right? They don't like that. So the fact that you can show steady employment is pretty solid with this. This is actually a bonus even if none of these keywords are relevant. What we do need to do is make sure the timeline is accurate. So I know these were part-time jobs because you were in college, but make sure it reads reverse chronologically. So basically this is fine. This is confusing. So maybe just put this as, you know, January, February, March 2024 to present. So, but yeah, I don't think I will say if software engineering wasn't as competitive, I think I could possibly move forward with this resume. The problem is it's incredibly competitive. You graduated into probably one of the most competitive fields. So you're going to have to jazz this up a lot more. And you know, I don't like to use the word jazz. You're going to have to make these keywords a part of here. and you're going to need to show how, which admittedly you did actually show how. I'd usually like a why for this, but I think this is pretty solid too. So you did it right here. I just need more, and then I need this cleaned up. And then you should actually start having some luck, more so. There's a couple of minor formatting issues, but I don't think they're huge. So mainly like all of this is bolded, all of this is bolded, all of this is bolded that it shouldn't be. But overall, I think if IT wasn't as crowded and competitive as it is, this resume could have passed. Quite frankly, you're in a tight spot. It's tough. You've got hundreds of competitors, so you're gonna have to add a bunch more of those to here. Primarily the first one, because the first one doesn't have anything. The rest of them actually do have stuff. But yeah, and then that'll help you out. So that is my review for this. Let's move on to the next one. All right, there it is. Because I forgot to do that last time, which is not good. And I was looking, I'm like, where is my video for this? And I went, oh no. Because I think I did actually record this one, but I didn't save it or something. I'm not sure what happened to it, but now I have it and I can move on to the other ones. So this was 41-2. But yeah, how you doing, Eric? Because that's your first name, I assume, so I'm calling you that because that's what's on Twitch. So how are you doing today? Let's see, this is good. That's good. Did I put it in the wrong darn spot again, Lee? Ugh. All right, let's move this to there. All right, so this, I have no idea what resume this is. Let's see, did that. Move this over here. Brain is fried. Okay, computer, I get you. Stop yelling at me. We've got a service delivery manager next, which I don't actually know what that is. So pretty good. Good. I'm glad you are finding it useful. I'm happy it is useful to people. That's why I keep doing it. So this person wants a service delivery manager. I don't actually know what that is off the top of my head, so that is why we are going to search it. All right, let's see, is this right? Service delivery manager, IT operations. Okay, there's a lot of these. Okay, good. So it doesn't actually seem that competitive either. Because this was posted 2 weeks ago and only 17 people applied, which... Oh, and it was reposted, though. Huh. That means probably the previous candidate bailed. Usually that's the case. Is this the same delivery manager? I think that is. So, all right. I hope these are going to be accurate. But let's put this over here and start getting the actual keywords for this. So, bachelor's, master's, high school diploma, U.S. citizen. I do say strong tech background. Understood. So, it'll? I assume that's IT something life, but I don't know what it'll means. Oh my gosh, that's like a nightmare to say. It'll. Proven ability stakeholders. There you go. See, well, there's an IT leadership. So I'm just going to put stakeholders, C-suits, stakeholders, so C-suits, so CTO, whatever starts with an R and C. There's a lot of them. All right. Customers. Willingness to... That's rough. All right. Let's see, directors. I gotta put directors for this. Dang, 24/7. Admittedly, they pay you probably $100K a year, give or take, which isn't bad. Excuse me. Let's see, I think that's good. Then let's see, so we do IT, service delivery manager. Is this a service delivery manager? Let's see, make sure date posted anytime, okay. Okay, so there's enterprise service delivery. Jeez, this is written weird. Okay, this did not parse right. Wow. This did not parse right at all. They need to fix that. They absolutely need to fix that. All right. Manager technology service leader service source. Okay, I think these are right. This is a problem with some of these more niche jobs is I don't know. How long the background for, so currently there is, there's 8, and then I think I'm doing yours, Eric. So 8 and then yours, I think. Past that, assuming you are who I think you are, then after that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 12, 15 ish, maybe 20. I'm gonna try to go through more tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be here Wednesday because I have a doctor's appointment at the time of the stream and I have to do that. So, but about 8, I think I could get to yours by the end of this one. It also depends on how the key. This is the thing I don't do in the videos because it would take forever, but this is the real part that takes longer than the review, is actually figuring out what the accurate things are for them. So, but this does seem to be primarily just customer leadership, prioritizing, communication, tech background. Let's see. IT delivery, IT service. I hope this is the same thing. So, SDL. I think this is going to be more of a SDLC. IT delivery. Okay, yeah. This is. I'm now seeing the bylines of what they want. Whoa, that's too much. IT support solution management services business development manager. That's business development. I think these are the right ones. IT. Okay, so this is IT, and I think that's good. And multitask projects. So. Hey, Coffee Bean, what is the best way to engage with you for a live resume review? You just submit it. That's all you do. You submit it through a website, and I'll get it. Right now, I think there's 15 ahead. So I'm gonna try to get through a lot more today and tomorrow because I'm gone Wednesday. But that's it. You just submit it. It's free. You just have to wait because I don't charge, because I don't want to charge somebody that doesn't have a job. Can we ask what your day job is? It's recruitment. It is recruitment. I own my own recruitment company. I started it last year and I made a placement at the end of the year, which was better than I thought because it was my first year in the own one. So it is, I own my own recruitment company. That's why I do things slow here, is because after this, I do the actual work that lets me, make money, which I can do on the weekend because I own my own company, which is both great and horrible. So, but also I had a lot more time in December because December is a nothing month. It's such a nightmare to do anything in that month. So the rest of this week and next is going to be where I start kicking that into more gear. I'll still stream at this same amount of times, but I recruit. That is what I do. I do be the recruiter. And I also think I couldn't do this if I wasn't currently recruiting, because the knowledge of that changes so often and so fast that you kind of have to be up to date on it. So, all right. Stupid window, making things difficult to see and blinding me. I think I'm gonna just go with this one. They've done 20, which isn't enough. So, I'm the Headless Headhunter, and I am reviewing a service delivery manager of IT operations. No, I'm not. This is a bad format. Lee has to fix this because Lee forgot to do that. Boo. Boo. All right, fix that. Delete these two because they are no longer needed. Can understand having your own company is complicated? Yes, it is. Very much so. How can I apply to jobs you're recruiting for? I will find you, typically. Right now, I don't have any because I finished all my recs in the new year. So right now, it is Lee hunting for positions to fill. And when Lee finds those, he will find you. That is basically the thing. And I wish I could say something better than don't call me, I'll call you, but that's kind of how it works, because usually when you're looking for requisitions, they're exceptionally specific. So they usually want someone in a very specific geolocation along with a very specific subset of skills, which is when they go to agency recruiters. So with the exception of nurses, if you are a nurse, I know a website where I can basically submit it as a thing, but yeah, so that's basically the point, is I will find you. Yeah, I wish I had a better answer to that, but that's the answer. So, all right, let me do this resume. This is the Headless Headhunter, and I am reviewing a service delivery manager of IT operations resume. That is a mouthful. So, full disclosure, I've done a lot of IT, although it's mostly on the software engineering side. Service delivery manager is not something I've done before, so take these keywords with a grain of salt. I hope they're accurate, but there were a couple of jobs that were titled slightly differently, and if this was a requisition under my control, I would speak directly with the hiring manager to hash that things out, but since I can't, not for this, we're going to have to go with what I was able to find. So, what they're going to be looking for is ITIL. I don't know what ITIL is, ITIL, I saw that a lot. ITIL is important, whatever that is, something IT, I assume. The fact that you've talked with stakeholders, both C-suite director and like leaders of projects, that you can communicate with customers, that you have leadership, you have a tech background, you've done SDLC, IT, and you can multitask. Now, this is going to be more of a qualification resume, so you're going to have to kind of convince me that you've done these things, less so than, you know, keywords. That's why I put keywords and qualifications, because they are kind of different. So you've applied to 20 positions and not gotten anything back, which is not enough of a sample size to determine if this is good or not. So I will see. Business operation manager with a proven 10 years in projects and teams, skills in project management. Yeah, this isn't, I don't think any of this is helpful. Assuming I was looking at the right thing, with, again, fair disclosure, I might not have, so grain of salt. I don't think any of this is helpful, nor is any of this. So when you're doing more qualifications than keywords, you need to show how you've done those qualifications. Keywords for this would be more IT, ITIL, and some stuff for tech, which I don't see here. And this is one of the few cases where you can get away with the skills section, is when you're like a higher level manager, is because they don't need you to, you know, be the best of it usually. They just need you to have touched it. So a skills section for sort of a higher end manager is fine, but none of these would be the ones that I would be looking for. So I think you could probably safely delete all this. So, and it's not bad for people with a large amount of management to have a summary section. This is, again, an exception. IC people, which is individual contributors, don't want one, but managers can. So yeah, that I think can safely be deleted. So, manage a project timelines, including communication of critical needs, item risk, and change management. So I need more. When you're doing a manager position over an IC position, I need much more specifics, and this is where it's going to be, you're going to have more brags. So instead of manage project timelines, I want to know, how many did you do at the same time? What was the budget? How many people were on it? How many projects? Because manage project timelines could be 2 or it could be 200. I don't know why this is 200, but, or 200. So I need more, right? It served as a primary point of contact for client escalations, ensuring high quality standard alignment. This is fine. This is a good sentence right here. I think this is fine. And that is something they're going to be asking for, is how you do it with clients. Ideally, I'd like to know like how you knew it was sort of high quality, but I think that's fine right now because it shows that you did it, but you know, I still want a little more. Utilize technical skills in CRM software and ticketing system, manage client inquiries, initiate action. This is fine. This is also good. Mentored, coached, and directed a team of 4 account representatives and 10 technicians. Strengths, encouraging them to, this is okay. So here's the part where it's good. I don't want to see like recognizing strengths, and because this is nonsense. It's not, but it's, you can't communicate it like that. I need to know, did they get promoted? Did they accomplish tasks? Did you hire, fire? For management, hiring, firing, and performance reviews are huge. Those are keywords. Hire, fire, performance reviews. So, Foister, strong with customers on site. Okay, so here's the problem. I have all of this, and I've got like 1 with customers and 1 with management. I don't have anything about how you talked with stakeholders. I don't have anything about IT in general. I don't have anything about STL, which is fine. You maybe have that otherwhere. Yeah, so here's my problem. I have to scroll all the way down here to get that you were good with customers and you managed 14 people around. And that's not good. You should start like right here. So I don't think I could move this forward. I mean, maybe you have it later on, but I don't know if any recruiter is going to go through this entire wall of text to even get to that point. You need better bullet points. You need to, this is something you've probably come on to my live stream and I can help with, but you need to show like managed 13 projects with with budgets ranging from X to Y while ensuring they were on time and under budget. That's a fine one. Hired, fired, and managed a direct team of, mentored, coached, and directed a team of 4 account managers and technicians who I was able to do performance reviews and I hired directly, that kind of thing. So I need stakeholders. I need leadership. I need how your leadership success was a success. And I'm not finding that. And it needs to be in the first half. So I don't think I can move on with this. Again, this is one of those, it really depends on how impacted the market is for this, which I don't know. I don't know what the market is for service delivery managers. So if it's not competitive, maybe I can move forward. If it's competitive, I don't think I can. So yeah, please redo those. Come on the channel. I will help you out, and let's move to the next video. All right. What would you be looking for? I mean, so again, this is one of those cases where I would talk with the manager directly. And that's why I said in the very beginning, Coffee, that I may have this incorrect. Because again, before I do anything, I search different jobs like this and I make sure they are correct. So the problem is there were not a lot of service delivery managers and some of them were titled something else. So there is a fair probability that I am incorrect on some of those, but as in general leadership resume, I do not think this Mac does. This reads, I mean, I don't think it reads like anything kind of. That's really my issue. Because they don't even say that this is IT, right? See, their education is fine. Here it is. This is at the very bottom. I wouldn't even go. You need to have that up top, that they have the ITIL. Whatever ITIL is. I don't know. It's important, but it is. So that's kind of the issue with this, is it doesn't show a management. Because again, a management versus a non-management, or IC, which is individual contributor, resume is going to be different. A IC resume is largely going to be more keyword based. The role I most recently applied for is service lead manager. Really? Well, that's ironic. But yeah, I don't think this passes as a leader, and that's kind of the thing. So even a lead from the back, because so if you're doing management resumes, there's a couple of key differences before you even get to like where they are. You have one which is leading from the front and the other is leading from the back. And both are fine, but they're both very different positions. So if you're leading from the front, you're going to want to have a little more keywords, and you want to go a little more as a like subject matter expert along with leadership. While if you're leading from the back, we want to know essentially a stakeholder, so the CEO or the board of directors or whatever is going to say, hey, Coffee, what did you lead? They're going to say, I have a problem. And you're going to say, okay, what's the problem? They say, this is my problem. I need you to solve it. So we need to show how you solve that problem. For management that are back, like leading from the back management, is how did you solve that problem with the human resources you were given? Did you hire a team? Did you manage 12 projects with budgets ranging from $2 to $2 million? They want to know that you solved their problems, and you're going to have to get a little creative with it. They like the creativity. So that's a little bit different than it will be from an IC position. Okay, that was 44-1. So I hope that makes sense as to why you do X over, you know, Z or whatever. All right. Get a little more light. Oh my gosh, this room is so toasty. Curse the toast. Let's see, music's good. What are we doing next? What is the next resume? Which we're gonna get cut off with an ad, so I will start it after the ad. That is a full stack developer. That is, okay, I know that one practically by heart. Thank you. Been a while since I've done a resume, so be sure to submit. Good. Yeah, no, and it's an iterative process. Because my view is my resume, there is no one size solution in recruiting, and that includes resumes. And in fact, the only real rule that I think is across everything that is 100% is make sure your contact information is correct and your voicemail isn't full. Those are kind of the biggest ones. Everything else is going to vary. And but even though there is no one size fits all, my approach is one size fits most. So every once in a while you get somebody that does something different that is still in a success that is equal, and that may not be replicated, but that's kind of why I do this, is so that people can get the best one size fits most resume. And truthfully, there is another way of doing a manager resume, which is very different. It's just it's a nightmare to teach. I've never figured out how to teach it successfully. I can teach the one on my website currently, and even then that's sometimes tough, but doing the actual management one is rough, because it's not necessarily better either. That's the worst part. It's just really tough. And the problem is I used to get is people would combine the two types of resumes, but it's like peanut butter and oil. It doesn't work together. You don't want to put peanut butter and gasoline. So you really have to go full on one or the other, and the one I do is the easiest to teach, but the other I think is better for management, truthfully. A higher level manager, I should say. I don't think it would really work for somebody that's got like 2 years of management. So interesting to hear about other management resumes. Questions similar to the one presented here. Yeah, it's not bad. So it's this, again, I don't know how to really teach the other one yet. Like, I'm still working on how to present this one, the one I'm currently doing, which is on my website. But the other one is, do I have this off the top? It's very different, and you cannot mix them. That is the problem. You can never mix them because it doesn't work. I don't think I have it saved. I think I had to redo it, and it didn't really work. So yeah, the one on my website is the one I recommend people use. It's the easiest. So, but the management one is so different. It's basically like a summary resume almost, where you don't necessarily go in like order like this. Is you sort of do a bunch of like key things from when you were a success, and then you pick and choose from each job. But again, I haven't found a way to teach it, so I'd prefer people just do this until I can find a way. And again, it only works for like high level managers that are like 10 plus years, maybe 15, because you need to be like on top of the keywords too. And if you have a single missed keyword, the whole thing falls apart. So this is brain. This is brain. Brr. That is what we just did. Nope, that's the wow. Why do I put this into the wrong file? Ugh. Okay, hold on. I just screwed up my own organizational system every single time. Okay, this is the video. All right, this person has contact information, so give me a second. I don't want to dox them. So let me just roll this down, and I think that's good. Let's move this up here. I just don't want them to be doxxed because people put their whole information on. And there we go. That's good. So, owned a marketing and advertising company for a decade and worked in IT different areas for decades to implement many of experiences. Yeah, you might be more suited for the other type of resume than Coffee. If that's the case, I just don't know how to teach it yet. So I don't even know if I have it saved anymore because it was just not working. Do I have a no, I don't. Oh, I gotta find it again. I'd have to find it. If you Oh boy, I'll try to find it while we have an ad. That actually will be a good use of that time. So that I could at least show the difference between it. Template, resume review, template traditional. Let's see, where the heck can I'm not even able to get into OneDrive anymore. Oh boy, that's not good. Let's see, because we have an ad, so this is a fine time to do it. Staffing and social corporate documents, videos, art, staffing and social reviews. Don't have it. Oh, right, because I saved it on the other thing. Keyword family resume. Is this it? Okay, here it is. Found it. Yeah, that's it. All right. Keyword family or qualification? You know what? I'm going to change this to qualification-based resume. Yeah, I found it. So this way I can at least show you, because I know you can't hear me because it's an ad, but whatever. Okay. And then we have a non-resume, and then we have this one, which I already did. So, yeah, that shows good. Okay, so, Coffee, are you here? Because I can show you this real quick. Oh, it looks like you just are. I do know somebody who's recruited a company recently applied to, and I've been applying, being busy opening business abroad. That's fair. So here is the other resume that I don't like teaching too much, because again, it's really only for high-level managers, and you cannot mix them. Do not mix the two resume types. If you mix the two resume types, you will fail at both. They are better separate than together. So how you would do this is, this part is the same. You have your first name, your last name, your phone number, email, maybe another site. Thank you, Foam. Appreciate the follow. Then you'd have a summary. So I'm going to get to the summary second. How you would format this is you would say the job family skill that you have. So in this case, I don't know what you're looking for, but it would be maybe like leadership. And then you would put essentially how many leadership things you think were impressive and the total years of experience you have with leadership, but not the actual job. You actually just have the regular job down here with nothing else on it, just so there's a timeline. And then this way you can say, like, so IT leadership, you did X, you created Google, which made billions of dollars. You worked with teams from 10 to 250 to do blah, blah, blah. And then this would be like stakeholder management, worked with stakeholders to do X, do Y, do Z. Then this is job, and you'd essentially keep doing that. Well, this is why I haven't been able to teach this. And then you take the best three that you think and you put them up here. So it's a non-chronological resume. The only thing that is chronological is this. and there's nothing under this. And this really only works for, like I said, people with a ton of experience or people that have a lot of scattered experience. And I would not recommend using this unless you were that. So most people don't need this, and even then, I don't even know if I'm teaching this correctly because it's a nightmare to teach. I have trouble teaching the other format, which is way easier. So does this make a little bit of sense? So I hope that does, because that way you can be like, oh, they want leadership, but I've worked at it for 3 different jobs. You can put each of those 3 different jobs here because you're doing the total sum of your experience. So that is how you do this other resume, which is, again, it's difficult to write because you need to be accurate on it and you need to have really good bullet points. So if you want, I can maybe send you that, but again, don't mix the 2 styles. They should never be mixed, and this is really only for people with the most chaotic or high-level managers. All right, so we are doing a full-stack resume that is, my gosh, they have a high interview ratio. Where did it go? Okay. All right. This is a full-stack developer resume that has one of the better ratios I've seen. It says they applied to 100 positions and they got 6 interviews. So fantastic. Good. This is good. They also put their phone number and stuff up top. So I can't show the whole resume, but I'm expecting this resume to be fantastic. So first off, everybody likes Cool Tech Company. They developed the backend, for insurance web application Python Django, while developing, implementing REST APIs for integration with existing perfection. So led a team of 6. Okay, so this is more of a leadership role. Got it. Okay. Led a team of 6 developers in a project to migrate on-prem. Don't know what on-prem is. Been playing Cyberpunk recently, and that's something they say, but I do know SQL and ETL pipelines to a Databricks, Docker, Postgres, SQL, Python, and Go. Perfect. Implemented several mining practices, CI/CD pipeline, Jenkins, Git. Yeah, perfect. That's phenomenal. This is a minor quibble. I would really like something with like TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML. Nothing crazy, just simply put like very basic. Which, no, you have it right here. There we go. This is fine. Design, develop, maintain a full stack web application for the manufacturing of sales teams. Yes, perfect. This is amazing. I can absolutely see why. This is everything a recruiter would need to move you forward to the next interview. You talk about HTML, CSS, Python, Django, PHP, which is not in all of them. PHP is in some of them. SQL, you have ETL, which is in some. You have Python, you have CI/CD. The only thing, you have REST API. The only thing I am missing is anything cloud-based, but it's also possible you didn't do any cloud, which is fine. But yeah, I don't need to go past this. This is fine. This is perfect. I love this. The only complaint I have, and I want to be clear, this is a very, very minor quibble, is I think this can be one line and it doesn't have to be bolded. I think it can just be italicized and then you can bold this instead. But that is the very minorest of quibble, because this is sufficient and this is great. This is how you do a full stack resume. Obviously, if you're just starting out, you're not going to be able to put this one. Oh no, there it is, cloud. Yeah, perfect, cloud. I missed it. That's on me. This is perfect. Actually, yeah, if you do say cloud, I would just put what kind, like AWS or Azure or GCP. But yeah, no, this is perfection. I love it. Barely any notes. Again, minor quibble. 1000% would pass you on. If the market wasn't competitive, this would probably get you an interview every like 5 applications. But the reason it's incredibly, incredibly competitive, which is why you're succeeding every 20, which is still fantastic. So let's move on to the next one. Does make sense, yes. I wonder at how they would be received by hiring staff. I can certainly see not mixing the styles. Coffee. Oh, hey, happy New Year, Shell. Happy New Year's. I hope everybody's New Year's so far going well. Yeah, it's it works well actually, and the reason but this is why you have to do the job family skills correct, is If you get everything right, hiring staff will see, oh, here's leadership, right? Because you see over here, let's do an actual JD. So you see over here, you'd say, oh, here it is. They here's how they communicated with the team. Oh, here's how they used this. So do you see the tech market to get better? I know that is going to be the most common question, and the truth is I can only predict 3 months in, three weeks in, how good it's going to be. And right now, at this moment, I have no clue normally. Normally, I would say yes. In the next 3 weeks specifically, the markets are going to get way better because on average, in mid-January to February is the biggest hiring spree of the year. If you are going to get a job, it is likely going to be during that time. But the people do not hire when there is volatility. They do not like to hire if something is going to bad happen. And there's a new president coming in, and they've said a lot of stuff about tariffs, and that could impact the company's bottom line. So I'm expecting the hiring spree to be moved about a month or two later to see so that they know where the market's going to lie. And that's the best I can give you, because it's people smarter than me have to predict that, and even then they fail. That's all I can say is people that are way smarter than me are going to fail at predicting the market. So yeah, like 3 weeks is about my max, and right now I feel like it's going to get pushed. So I think the hiring spree is going to be delayed. And I think a good way of knowing how good the market is how big the spree is in January to February and Marchish, because that's going to determine it. I will say, Eric, there is another technique you can use. So let me go to my other thing real quick to show you. So if you do, let's say, here's a good one, IT Recruiter. So IT Recruiters posted in the last month, let's say. So that's not bad. That's not great, but that's not bad. So you can search how well your industry is doing or how well you anticipate it to do based on how many recruiters they are hiring for that position. Because each of these recruiters is going to handle approximately 30 to 50 IT roles a month. So, and if a company is hiring a recruiter, it means they need help with typically the volume or tough to fill roles, but typically it's volume. So there is going to be, based on this, times 50 the amount of roles, I'm going to assume, to be opened up in about a month or two after they're hired. So you can tell if you see a lot of recruiters in your industry and HR getting laid off, you're going to be in trouble. If you see a lot of recruiters or HR getting hired in your industry, you're probably going to be able to command a higher pay. Yeah, I don't know if this makes sense to a lot of people, but Elon does have, I don't even want to talk about Elon because I don't even know. Elon does whatever he's going to do. But recruiters are, okay. Back in the day, when people used to mine, yes, canaries in the coal mine, they would have a canary, and they would go into the mine with the canary, and if the miner ever saw the canary pass out or get woozy, they would immediately flee, because the canary got toxic gas and is going to die, and the miner is. They are the warning bells. Same thing with recruiters. We are the canary in the coal mine. You see us get fired, you're in trouble. You see us get hired, your pay is probably going to get increased, or you can fight for it. So offshore roles are, another huge issue. I really think offshoring is a way bigger issue than AI. Everybody's worried about AI. A lot of roles are getting offshored, specifically the remote ones. So let's see. This was 44.2. Also, Eric, now you can see why it could sometimes take me so long to do resumes, is because, I got to answer questions back and forth and that kind of thing. And I get distracted. I get very easily distracted. All right, that was 40, because I've only done 2 so far in 30 minutes. But I'm going to try to do more because I'm not going to be here Wednesday. All my dream jobs are in India right now. Ugh, yeah, they are. It's kind of rough. Good. I'm glad you find it worthy. That's my point, is to both be entertaining and educational. So hopefully it is both. So yeah, it's rough. Gosh, even on the H-1B thing is very misunderstood, because I've hired people with H-1Bs before. Not often. I think it's like, I think I said 5 to 8. It might have been closer to 12, but I can't remember. But not a, like, in 5 years or so, I've hired maybe, gosh, I don't know, 8-ish H-1Bs, and that process is a nightmare for them. That's such a rough process for everybody involved, because, like, I don't know if people know what goes on with that, but why do I keep putting this in the wrong one? Keep putting in the wrong file. Ugh. Okay. So there was a candidate for Agilent that wanted to work for us and was perfect and was on an H-1B. Yay, I'm glad, Shell. So they were on an H-1B. It was a very niche role because, and they would have been a good fit. I don't remember if it was oligonucleotides or whatever, but they would have been a good fit. And the manager liked them, the candidate liked us, and they ended up not being able to work with us because it would have put their process to get a green card back by 3 months. And they literally kind of called me crying because they really wanted to work here. It was a better opportunity, but because of how the immigration process works, they cannot accept it because it would possibly preclude them actually getting a green card, which was horrifying. And I mean, they kind of done in tears. So definitely the immigration process needs to be redone on every single level. I don't know how to do that. That is beyond me. I mean, because it's a nightmare. Because, like, here's what actually happens with this. And this is probably why Elon wants it, is because if a company holds your H-1B, if a company actually holds your H-1B and you get laid off, you have 3 months to find another job before you get deported. And it costs companies a lot of stuff to actually, sorry, got text, hire them. It costs, I think, close to 10 extra K, give or take, to hire. And once you're on an H-1B, you apply for a green card, but that's a lottery. You have 6 years to hopefully find get a green card, and it's random. It's literally, I think, only like 20% of people get it or something. I'm not a lawyer, but like I've just talked with a lot of them. So and if that company that is sponsoring your green card lets you go, you have to start like all over again. So you are basically stuck with that company. So that's sort of the issue with it on both ends. Of they work the people as, like, because these are future potential U.S. citizens. Like, they are trying to immigrate to the company and they are basically stuck with that one thing for 4 or 5 years, and they get less pay potentially, although there is a minimum wage for H-1B actually, and they have to do everything. They have to work crazy long hours, because if they get fired, they're gone. So I don't like any of the process. It's a nightmare. So offshoring, though, is completely different. So, and I've worked with offshoring people that were great, but we really should probably do some laws about that. And yeah, I'm also glad that there are new names here too as well. Shell, I'm very happy. Which again, probably won't be here Wednesday because I have a doctor's appointment. I'm debating doing a stream on Thursday maybe, but the rest of my week is starting to pick up, so it may only be 2 streams this week at max. Let's see. We are doing a business analyst. That is... Do I have a business analyst off the top of my head? I do. There we go. So I can actually just... Oh, yeah. Let me go back to the other one, though. Okay, business analyst. Move that. This is good. Move this. Okay. How important do you, I feel for anyone who goes through it? Yeah, I do too, Pity. How important do you think the order or the sections on the resume is education at the top, the bottom? Depends on it's going to depend. If you're a fresh grad, it should go at the top. I'd say most of the time it should go at the top. Some manager roles you can leave it at the bottom, but if you have a PMP, that should be up top too. So it's really going to depend. I would say in most cases, it's safe to put it at the top because a lot of places will want you with a degree regardless. So also, how has everybody's New Year's been, by the way? Did y'all do anything crazy or fun? I had a holiday party where we played board games and made latkes, which was great. So now me and my girlfriend I overdid how many potatoes and onions I thought we'd need. So we have, I think, 12 pounds of potatoes and 7 pounds of onions left. Blood on the clock tower. What if the school isn't crazy good? I don't think I've ever really, you know what? Let me say this. In the entire time I've recruited, about 5+ years or so, I think I've only seen 1 or 2 managers the entire time care about education and they like where the school was, and they eventually changed their mind. So, why'd you combine sort of experience in one section? It's because their certs and education are kind of the same, Fruitilla. Yeah, school doesn't matter for a lot of places. Like, if you think about it, they're both sort of the same. Like, both of these are the same. Like, if you have a PMP, it's something you've done in the past that you can put here. And that's also why I don't think it should last longer than, 3 lines max. So, but yeah, we made latkes and it was great. But now we have, I overestimate. We seriously, I'm not even joking, have like 12 pounds of potatoes and 7 pounds of onions. So me and my girlfriend are just going to be eating something with potatoes and onions for the next like 2 weeks. And Blood on the Clock Tower is like Mafia or Werewolf or Salem, but way, way better. It's just better. It's much better. It's the only thing I have a concern when it comes to working for other people. Yeah, I mean, look, college depends on how useful it is. Usually it just proves that you can sit down and do tests. Depends, obviously. Doctors, STEM is a little bit different, but, it'll resume dependent. So, 3 take online assignments, working for friends while I'm very busy, unemployed. I play Jackbox games. Jackbox is good. Yeah, we do mashed potato resumes, basically. So many potatoes. So many onions. We literally just had baked potatoes and onions that were broiled for dinner last night. That was it. It's just butter, potatoes, and onions, and we're going to be eating that for a while. So, all right. This resume is a business analyst, and this is their 3rd time on the stream. So, admittedly, they have 80-0, but it was during December, and December does not count for those metrics because it's such a weird time. So let's see where they are right now and see how they're going to be doing in the new year. So what we're going to be looking for is SQL, data analysis, Tableau, Power BI, Looker, maybe Looker, cross-functional teams from IC to stakeholders and how to communicate, multitask, explain topics, Excel, PowerPoint, Word. All right. Good. Formatting is the kind I like. Perfect. Data lead analyst at, I don't know where that is, but it's fine. Utilize SQL to conduct behavior and conduct performance for an actual insight, guide strategy of to product tiles. I think you could just maybe, excuse me, I don't think this is bad, but I think just use SQL to conduct in-depth analysis of user behavior and product performance, and then along with developing, so you have a bunch of extra words here, along with developing Power BI dashboards to visualize key metrics, and then you can put for stakeholders, because this part, here's the problem. There's a lot of corporate lingo in this, and it's slogging it down. I want to be very clear. You want your resume, I hate it when the popular like adverbs or adjectives, there's like, you need action verbs. You don't. This sentence would probably be better, and I don't know if I have time to really rewrite it, if it was half as long and just say used SQL to conduct in-depth analysis of user behavior and build Power BI dashboards to visualize key metrics for to make data-driven decisions. That would cut this almost in half and be better. Acted as a bridge between project management, technical teams, and marketing, translating business requirements into technical solutions. So here's the thing. I don't want to just say bridge. I want to know how you did that. It's not, I can definitely see the improvements here, but I don't want to just say bridge. I want you to just say basically like, communicated with stakeholders and individual contributors to across multiple teams to, you know, do blah blah blah, because you have some of it. The problem is there's a lot of bloat in these sentences. Managed agile boards throughout the product lifecycle, that's fine. Collaborating with engineers and designers for timely procedure, leading straight print, kind of conditioning. What this is good. This is a fine sentence. Created presentations using PowerPoint to present key findings and insights to sales teams, supporting campaigns, decision making. Again, that's okay. But like, here's the thing. I also need Excel, which I know is down here, but it needs to be like up here. This was from a previous one. I don't know if I really even need a tool section anymore. It needs to be in the resume. I think this could pass. I want to be clear, but we need a little bit more, and there's a lot of bloat. Here it is. Yeah, so Excel, but like, what kind of Excel, right? I want to know that you did like pivot tables, that kind of thing. It's not bad. I still think we can do better. And I think my biggest issue is there's a lot of corporate bloat in here that doesn't actually lead to anything in the hiring process, right? Like, recruiters don't care that you, provided actionable insight. You need to show that. You cannot just tell us, right? Like, used SQL and Power BI to create dashboards so that stakeholders could access real-time data and make decisions is fine. But there's a lot of bloat in here, and I think that's kind of my problem with it. I think this is okay to keep sending to people, but I still am missing a little bit from some of these. It's not bad, but they're just missing some. So, because, yeah, comprehensive marketing intent, actionable insight. Because here's the thing, you keep saying actionable insights. I want to know what kind, right? Like, in what markets? Design, execute, and sort of play part using Google Slides and Canva. This is fine, but I don't know if Canva was one of them. So I think we're closer, and each time I see this, because this is the third time, we're getting better and better. But there is a lot of bloat here. So yeah, still, I think this can get some jobs, but the ratio is going to be pretty tough. So let's move on to the last resume for this video. Just try. Summer, I got you on the resumes, the recipes. Is there any need to include selected in the work history selection? My recruiter friend asked me to add that, but it seemed obvious. Fruitilla, what do you mean selected in the work history section? I don't actually know what that means. Guys, let's become potato farmers. Yes. What other rules were covered today? Wonder if I missed mine. We did gave Bear a treat. Okay, I will give Bear a treat in a second. So give me we did service delivery manager, full stack, and this. I've only done 3. Hold on, I'm giving Bear a treat. I have to get it from downstairs though. All right, let's give Bear a treat. Name brand companies for tech. It can be very important, but like if it's Fang, it's important. So if it's not Fang, it's less. I mean, if you have name brand, it's definitely a benefit. I will say that. But stay, stay. Get it. Go get it. Good boy. Good boy, Bear. Is the title of the section till... I don't know if it matters. Fruitilla. Careful. I would be interested to understand why the recruiter told you that. I don't know if that matters, but I don't know if it's gonna... Yeah, I actually don't know. That's interesting. 15 chickens, very cute and handy for eggs. My dream one day. Actually, yeah, French onion soup is one of the things that I think we're planning on making. Or I'm planning on making. I love French onion soup. I absolutely love it. I've made it once before, though. So, let's see. That was 44.3. 44.3 M. And this is 44.3. Okay. All right, there we go. This one. Do you have a recommendation for how to list multiple roles at the same company? Kind of. I don't like subdivisions in things, but I think that is actually the case where you would do like, so for this one, you would just put it under it, right? So you do like Agilent, and then you do like recruiter, and then you do like junior recruiter. So, or alternatively, you could have it as a slash. It depends on how long did you work at the company? That is the main question, right? Like, how long did you do it? Because that is gonna matter the most. Because if you've been there for like 3 years, then you can kind of put it into one. If you've been there for 12 years, you should divide it. So, is this the same? I think this is the same resume in this, which is an updated one. Content is content. Yeah, I think this is the updated one. Oh no, what's oh no? Wait, is this the same? I feel like this is the same. It is. Okay, that's fine. I will do the updated version. It's told generally that only the highest level role matters. It can, yeah. Again, this is one of those very specific situations because it's like, oh, you know, it depends. So, it generally depends, and I wish I could give a better answer to that besides just it depends. Generally, the highest does matter, but maybe you're trying to show that you're a subject matter expert. Yeah, so just debating between having each say the company or having the company above each. Whatever is clearest given your resume. Like, again, I don't think it's huge as long as it's easy to read. So, also, we have an ad in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna, well, I could do this in 5 minutes and snooze this ad. That makes sense. Let's see, front end. Like, honestly, most of the advice is just going to be, it depends, which I really hate because I can't say everything and then qualify it like 12 darn times, which I know is what happens a lot on Reddit. I'm like this, and they're like, yeah, well, what about this small section? I'm like, yeah, technically, I could do it there. So yeah, this is the same resume. All right. Let's see. That's good. That's good. What is this? My brain is brained. Front end. All right. They wrote content is content. Also, in about 12 resumes from now, I have a better way of doing this, but I don't want somebody to resubmit and get the wrong order. So. Also, again, this is the last resume of this video, not the Twitch stream. I will still be here after that. So, all right. This is the same resume we did at the beginning. It took me a bit to redo it, but re-go back to it, apparently. But yeah, they submitted twice, and this is their newer resume. So we actually judged their old resume in the very beginning of the video. Here is their newer one, which has gotten them an interview, I believe, if I'm reading that right. So let's see how this compares to the first one. So normally I wouldn't do this, but I didn't check well enough, so they win. We're going to look for JavaScript as a front end, Angular, React, HTML, CSS, PHP, SQL. So React, TypeScript, Vite, and Tone.js. Okay. Create a custom moderator with on-screen MDI cords. Okay. CICD is good. If you did JavaScript, I would prefer you to put JavaScript here if you did. Projects. Built a full-stack web application using React, Next.js, and Tailwind. Perfect. Developed a cross-platform with React Native. Okay. Biometric, REST, APL, SQL. Okay. React TypeScript, Pusher.js. So here's weirdly the thing I'm going to say here is this doesn't read like a front end. This reads more like a full stack, typically. And truthfully, in the market when this video was created, not necessarily posted, full stack is hot right now. So if you want to switch to full stack, I think you can, and you just really need to add, like, I don't know if you really need to add a lot either. The formatting can use a little bit of work. Please use my formatting and my website, but it's not a huge deal. It just makes it easier to read. So this would be one line, this wouldn't be bolded, this would be bolded, this would be bolded, this would be bolded, and everything else wouldn't be. But beyond that, because this is the same resume, I definitely like a lot of this. So yeah, much better than the other one. Again, maybe go for full stack. This might be speaking out of my domain of knowledge, but you might have a better luck with it too. But I think this is much improved. Just the formatting should be a little bit different because too much bolding takes your eyes from it. And I did see that you use cloud, but it's all the way down here somewhere, which I can't even find it here. Yeah, cloud. So yeah, overall, better. Make sure if this was helpful or not helpful to like, comment, and subscribe. Show your friends. I'm very glad to help people out. I'm the Headless Headhunter, the recruiter who is helping you all do your resumes. So thank you and have a very good night. All right. I don't know why I said night. That's probably posted like 2 in the morning. That's life. Few things are either 0 and 100. Have y'all been seeing any job postings that really had anything for the week of Christmas? Oh, hey, Omni. What's up? Why is everybody saying, oh, no? I mean, here's the thing. We are going to start seeing job postings in about a week. Probably today, actually. Yeah, probably about today. This is when it starts to normally pick back up. Normally. So we will probably see a bunch more coming up. I got 3 interviews in December, but 0 November, October. Because it's a rule of averages, and sometimes they don't make sense. Oh, who got engaged yesterday? Was it you? I'm assuming it was you. If you say no, I'm gonna be sad. That's gonna be a whiplash. If you say actually wasn't me, please don't say that. Okay, good. I thought you were gonna be like, guess who got engaged? Not this guy. I was like, geez Louise. No, congratulations, Omni. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you. Oh, scared me for a second. 44. No, that's 44. 4? Shoot, what one was this? This was 44.4. Okay. Probably December. This was mine. Thanks for doing this. No worries. Again, it's much better. And Pity's X, which is the funniest name ever. If you can do full stack, you may want to. Typically, full stack, I think, is easier to get than front end. So, is having empty space at the bottom an issue if you have... No. Like, because you can even see a lot of the times on my the resumes I review for Dilla is, if I find what I'm looking for in the first half, I don't read the rest of it, because you don't need to. Like, there... You know, so, true about full stack. Yeah, if you can, Pity, go for full stack, but... I don't know if you want to, if that's your career goals, if that's, you know, you actually have the back end, blah, 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 but full stack is more popular than front end. So we also have an ad in a minute, which I'm going to use to go to the restroom. So yeah, Omni, congrats on the wedding again. I look forward to you saying all the, I don't know what I was going to say. My brain just shut off. Absolutely shut off there. Okay. I struggle with the work experience. I mean, nearly 10 years experience booking the admin stuff. It's hard to know what to put. I don't know if you need to change anything because you showcase that you have experience here. This is the only part that's weird because it's a little out of date, but truthfully, I would maybe not put the years of experience here. And it's expected that these are part-time, but still. You want to show that you can work for... They want to know that you can work for them and not leave, and I think... Honestly, if you just had this or just had this, I think it would be fine too. But this one has cloud, so... Well, they both have cloud, but yeah. Basically, I'm going to get cut off, so I will continue after, but... Okay, seasonally and full-time since... Yeah, I mean, put that in. It shows you... Companies like that you stay with a company for a while. That's a huge green flag. Even if this isn't needed, the fact that this is the most important part. But just make sure it timeline adds up. I'm going to go to the restroom, and the ad's going to pop up in a second, so I will answer more after that. And then we're going to have the weirdest first start to a resume ever, because I remember this. Good stretch, Bear Bear. Good stretch. I love you too. Okay, you're cute. Alright, well, you're cute. I muted myself so they can't... Oh, maybe they can hear me. I don't know. It's fine. I just got back. I gotta link the Discord. So, I love you. Mwah. Bye. I'm not sure if anybody heard that or not. Alright. Test. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, cool. Now you hear me. I've been getting interviews with that crypto company, Gemini. I'm not sure how I feel about them. Well, now we hear you, yes. My girlfriend called me because she watches me at lunch. That sounds weird out of context. We do have a Discord. I'll be honest, I don't check it that much, but I do have one, and I'm probably going to need to do something with it eventually. But I do have a Discord, which let me fix for you and send you the thing. Yeah, okay, save, please. Okay, how do I do this? I will send the Discord. Invite people. Here is the Discord link. Everybody heard everything, yes. Okay, perfect. I thought I clicked mute on the mic. But yeah, that's the Discord link. I rarely check it, which I probably shouldn't, but that is the Discord. So, I have a question on trying to build a relation with a recruiter prior to applying to some jobs with them. If I reach out to a recruiter about a company, right, that and retired with 25 years, about you think he would get me to the door? Marda, you're yoked. It could. I think the most important thing is to make sure they have a role first, Summer, because Summer Dawn, if they don't have a role that you could physically apply to, they can't really help you. But if there is a role they have like on their website, that would be good. So truthfully, I would say something like apply and then message him saying, hey, you know, you said your father, your grandpa worked at for 25 years. He built that. Is there anything I can do? So that would be a very good follow-up. But yeah, all right, it's nearly 2 a.m. Night, Omni. Sleep well. Sleep well, because you deserve it. You were exhausted, I imagine. So let's see. I think that Discord worked. Yeah, I really have to switch stuff on it because it's just, oh god, is that posting like the same dang thing 300 times in a row? Ooh, that's not good. Okay. All right. What is? Oh yeah. This next resume is gonna be crazy. Oh yeah. This is the good content, bad formatting. Which I'll be honest, I don't normally look at a resume before, but holy potatoes, I have to. I have to. I assume this is a fake or they want their name. Their name is okay. So, but holy cruddles, this is the big one. I hope he made a lasting impression. It was called Ryobi when he worked there. Now TTI. Neat. I think that's neat. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully your grandfather made a good impression. It's not like, oh, I hated that guy. That would be horrible. I don't think so, but hopefully they like it. Okay. So this is gonna be a video. This is the first part of the video, and this is insane. So it took me a second to. They paid him to move, so I think he did okay. Yeah, if they pay you to move, you definitely did okay. All right, this might be a longer video. This one. Whoo boy. All right. This is a resume of a principal software engineer. It's probably the craziest resume I've seen in a very long time. I don't like re-looking at the resume before I do the video because I think it taints how well I do with it, but holy moly, I had to with this one. So if you like these resume reviews, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love it. It helps me out. The content beast is a vile algorithm. I don't know. I mixed that up. But yeah. So this person has applied to 750 jobs and has gotten 15 interviews, which isn't bad. That's actually, I think, I'm terrible at math, 1 to 50 ratio. It's an average ratio. And you're going to be like, what the heck is this? This is what threw me off at first. First off, the font is terrible. The second thing is, this is a cover letter. And I want to bring this point up because people are going to ask me, Lee, you're a recruiter. What do I do with a cover letter? And the truth is, I have no idea. I don't read cover letters. I don't think I've ever had a cover letter get anybody of mine a job. The only reason people have cover letters is typically if the recruiter cannot convince the hiring manager that they are not needed. So I don't know how to make a cover letter. I'm sorry. I don't. I've never used them. I've never needed them to do it. And I've never had a cover letter ever change my mind. So let's move to the actual resume, which is this. So, this is a nightmare to read in formatting. Also, Isaac, I assume since you deleted all your phone numbers and everything, you do have part of your thing. You're okay with this, hopefully. If not, I can maybe delete the thing, but whatever. So, this is hands-on full-stack developer, architect, leader, built a highly distributed, ultra-low non-distribution prevention automation platform. I designed the architecture to use resilient solutions and Ambit Lambda default. This is actually a good sentence. So here's where I had to do. This one is the front end was React into macro deployed to Docker container. Perfect. The back end was no stack. This person, if they had a normal format, would get better interviews. Their bullet points are actually fantastic. These are fantastic bullet points. Fantastic. And this is why you're getting an interview, is because these are amazing bullet points. The problem is this format is hurting you so bad. This is so hard to read. And if you are submitting this cover letter, I am sure recruiters are looking at this and saying, oh, okay, I can't find anything. And they're not going to get to the second page, which is your actual resume. But your bullet points, I don't have any problem with. These are some of the better bullet points I've ever seen. But please, what you need to do above all else is just fix the formatting. Go to my website. It's in the little description below. Just copy that formatting. If you had a basic formatting that was boring and clear, I'm pretty sure you would get way more interviews, because this is a nightmare to read. But when you actually read it, these are phenomenal bullet points. So, Isaac, please fix the formatting. Fantastic, though. Fantastic bullet points. Just terrible formatting. Your formatting is the only issue. Just make it boring. A boring resume is best. So let's keep it with that. That is the first video of this. This was a crazy one, but don't do this to the people. This makes it so hard to read. And when you're reading, like, when you only have 15 seconds to read a resume, they may miss the critical stuff. So please do a basic formatting that is from my website. You will get way more interviews. But bullet point wise, these are fantastic. So yeah, that is my vote on this, is that if a recruiter actually can read the bullet points, you will pass, because holy crowley, those are amazing bullet points. It does look like a Bible. It does. Is this website good to go? Hold on, let me make sure this person isn't like completely doxing themselves. Just once. What just happened? Oh, no, I'm not doing an email. Okay. Is this a real website? I don't know if this is actually real or not. I feel like they may have just... Let's see if this is real. No, I think they just link their... Yeah, they just link their LinkedIn, which is fine. If they want that, that should be good. But yeah, that's the craziest formatting I think I've seen. That's that formatting right there is something, right? Like this don't do this formatting, because this is actually phenomenal bullet points when I'm reading them. It's just I don't know if a lot of recruiters would get to that point. So that was 45-1. 45-1, that was good. What are we at? The next one. Okay. Brain. I just saw a squirrel and I got distracted. Okay. Nope. Dang it, Lee. You put it in the wrong place again. All right. Now we can do this. They have their full contact information. Great. All right. Let's do the next one. Let me make sure this is not visible. Wish people would stop putting their full phone number. So that's good. And I think this is clear. Yes, that is clear. All right. Also, just making sure people can hear me, right? I didn't break what I could say the last one, but I'm assuming people can hear me and I'm not talking to anything. Do you have any tips for how to prep for a Zoom interview, a second interview after the phone screen? Yeah, there's some generalized tips I can give them. Some of my... Hold on. I actually have to go to this because I should probably write this down somewhere. So give me a second. I can give you those. So yeah, y'all can hear me, right? Just making sure I'm not speaking to quietness. Oh no, I think I'm speaking to nothing. Am I speaking to nothing? People can't hear me, can they? Okay, cool. I was just like panicking. I was panicking that people couldn't hear me. That's the worst thing, is like I don't know when they have. So let's see. Let me go to... I sent this to a candidate that got a job that I got a job for. So let me... How did it not... Let me find what I sent them. Have to dig through my emails real quick. There was a lot of back and forth. Here it is. Okay. Let me make sure this is accurate. And nervous. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. So here, I'm just gonna post it in chat real quick. Nope, that's too many limits. Okay, let's do this better. I am going to get a writing page up. See, this is my boring writing page. Blank writing page. Let's do this over here. These are the keys. Okay. Don't, please don't break. Please don't break. It broke. Okay. I will get this for you. These are my interview tips, and it did lead to one of my candidates, I believe, getting a job. So that works. All right, there we go. So here's some basic ones that are used, which is the stage of the technical interview is the chance for they get to know you. So this is beneficial. So if you're going to the second stage, the first stage is usually a recruiter, and recruiters don't even consider that a first stage. Typically it's technical, but also it could be team-based. So the main thing is they want to know that they can work beside you or under you or over you. So yeah, if this is a team, they want to get to know you, right? The big thing with this is they want to know that your techniques will solve their problems and can create and not create new ones after 40 hours a week. And after 40 hours a week with you, they want to make sure they enjoy working with you. They don't have to love you, but they want to make sure that you're like, oh, Fruitilla, yeah. Every time he comes in the office, he just slaps me in the face. Like, you know, they want to make sure that you're normal and that you don't like smell or something, right? So they just want to know that they can work with you for 40 hours a week. Being nervous is okay. It happens to everyone. I've had plenty of candidates that the manager said, oh man, they were so nervous, and they still got the job. So being nervous is okay. You just can't dwell on it. You have to keep moving on even if you make a mistake. Basically, the show goes on, right? Even if you make a mistake, move past it. If it is a group interview, you want to make sure to acknowledge everyone in the room and call at them at some point and have some questions. So if there's 20 people, just look around them, but focus more on the manager. But if there's like 3 people, make sure you get with them because they want to make sure they can vibe with you. And again, make sure to be yourself. I know this is weird, but like they saw something they liked in the first interview and they believed it would impress the team and themselves on the next round. So you don't need to crazy change yourself. Just be who you were. You know, obviously you want to be a little more professional, so like 5-10% more professional, but yeah. So I should probably put this in the guide. I am slowly reworking my resume guide, and I think this is not this is not for the resume, but again, this is important because this is for the interview, and the interview is critically important because that is where you stand out. Interview tips. So there you go. Yeah, I can, if you need it here, I can just type it in chat real quick for you. So if you want to copy it, that'll be beneficial. All right. This person has the full contact information. Okay. What are they looking for? Cyber defense analyst. I've never done that. That's a new one for me. All right. Let's try to look for cyber. Is it cyber security? Panda Express. I love Panda Express. I would love to be sponsored by Panda Express. That's like the one company I'd like to be sponsored by. They pay pretty well and above average. Normally. Responsibilities, defense, work here. No, Panda, you've betrayed me. Okay. This is a mid-job description. All right. So we are looking for ITIL. They want ITIL again. ITIL cert. And then this is probably going to be more based on certifications, truthfully. certs, IT, security certs. Let's see. Central completion of annual store training. Is cybersec defense analyst different than? I don't know if these are different because cyber defense analyst versus cybersecurity analyst. I gotta look that up. Defense versus cybersecurity analyst. No, because that's information. Is this the same thing? What is that? What is a cyber analyst? What is this? Analyst that can drive. I think these are the same thing. I don't know. Cybersecurity analyst versus is a cybersecurity analyst the same as a cyber defense analyst? Personal analyst, cybersecurity analyst. What is the number for cybersecurity? Security engineer. I think those are the same. Cyber analyst. I think these are the same. All right. Well, hopefully they're the same. That's the best I can do. Okay. So, cybersecurity analyst for DICE. I don't like DICE because that's just a job reposting thing. Then cybersecurity analyst for this. Qualifications. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got Lee needs a break. Lee's going to play Marvel Heroes for a little bit because Lee is tired. All right, we're going to do a break. I'm playing some Vigima games. I have to. My mind, I can tell when my mind is failing. So, I will get through... there are 3 more resumes I'm going to do at a minimum of this stream. So I am going to do those. But right now, I think it's about 5 resumes is when I need a break typically. I think that's about like a good amount of time. So to do that... Oh, and I deleted Chill Hops by mistake. That's why the sound wasn't working. Dang it. Ugh, I didn't even realize I did that. It's so finicky. The music. Ugh, but whatever. Every search needs a minus dice. Yeah, it's just a job reposting thing. That's all it is. Like, it's they just copy jobs. And I've actually looked at it, and I'm like, you're just like, you pay to go on DICE, and then they just put it on LinkedIn anyway. It's like, if anything, you're making it harder for my original job posting to do it. I have not been a large fan of DICE. So, I don't know if it's ever been very helpful. Typically, all I need is LinkedIn or Indeed, or I find it myself and source, or teach others how to source because I don't have time for it. Which can be the case. See. Alright, I usually 2 rounds and then I go back to resumes. That's about what I need. I think that I'm excited to see what the Fantastic Four is, because, well, the Thing is probably going to be a tank. And I really hope he's just like a throwing people tank. But the Invisible Woman I am also very excited for, because I'm like, I would like to put a bunch of like shields and stuff on people. And that would be really fun. So, let's see, that is... Oh, do we need a tank? Coop Muncher. Ugh, I don't want to be a tank. I hate tanks. I will if I need to, but I really don't want to. I really don't know how you solve the lack of tank problem. Because, you know what? No, you make the tanks funner. That's my problem. But I am the shadow in the night.
The worst part part about white costumes? The bloodstains. Am I right?
Did anybody actually see Moon Knight series? Because I really liked that was one of my favorite Marvel series was Moon Knight. I think that was really cool.
Trust me.
Because you just, like, it was really cool, and it was mind-trippy, and I really liked it. I really liked the Moon Knight series. Alright, I need to be up top. Where are they? Oh, he blocked it. Ugh, if I didn't have to reload. Okay. Gotta wait for his shield to drop. They have like a bunch of tanks though, or healers. Let's see, can I get a better... There it is. Come on, get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. Yeah! Got him! Fear my blades. Such a good, chill game. Oh, no, I messed that up.
Maximum pulse!
No! No, I was doing well. Oh, it wasn't on our team that they DC'd? Boo. I say boo. Yeah, but there's 3 more resumes that I'll do after this, and then probably raid another channel. We've got the cybersecurity person who I have to do. We have a full stack web dev and a productivity development one, which I think is you. Well, that actually has a phenomenal ratio, which I think is that. And then I have to download more because it's a lot. Let's see, that's the resume. Resume reviews. Let's see, because I had to remake it and I had to do another Excel sheet. And then, okay, yeah, this is much better.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this
He's
one.
doing so well.
I tear through the cloudless.
No, he got my Moon Knight. Let's see. I guess I could be... Who's good with them? Is there a tank that's good with them? Ugh, I don't like... No, he's Thor. I guess I could be Hela, because it's good for Thor. Yeah, because I get a damage boost, and I can maybe resurrect him. Hela's costume is just so cool. I love it. I love Hela's costume.
30 seconds before
Like the
you
little
attack.
cloak
Get
that
ready.
disappears into flames.
I smell a familiar hint of divinity on the mortal.
That be Khonshu, god of the moon, and of vengeance.
I remember him well. We were nearly lovers once.
Well, that tells me everything.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
That was not what I was expecting, is Hela and Khonshu hooked up. That, alright.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Oh no, Spider-Man! Ugh. I hate Spider-Man. God, I almost got her. Even through all that. Alright, well I have to be near everybody else.
Barely harm. Find that soul. A dagger to the heart tends to end things.
Look up behind you.
Okay.
I like never fear. We will soon reach the Weaver. Who needs
Why? Why? Why can't I play a game? I want a game. Why are people keep DCing? I just want a game, and then I'll go back to the resumes. Give me one.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I dare to
Clicked on my own
cloudless
thing by
night,
mistake.
just like the moon.
Okay, cool. So, who goes good with Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange and Hulk. Ah, it could be Hulk.
I am Groot.
Science solves problems.
Does mean we need a healer. At least one healer. I swear, if this gets DC'd, I'm done. I'm playing something else if this gets DC'd.
I'm hulking.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Saving the world one more time. Like Tony.
That's what we do, Bruce. That's what we do.
Punchy punch.
Never say Hulk is stupid just because Banner is smart.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Honestly, I didn't like snow growing up. Harmony always tried to throw snowballs with me, though. Our enemies are here!
Found a spot where we can
Fighters chase Hulk. Hulk crush next. Stay right
Here,
there.
Gatso!
We needed Tony.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture.
Oh god. Did I get any of them?
I know that sound!
Ugh.
I'm hulking.
nothing here.
Be strong together!
Oh god, that was so painful and quick. Okay, maybe Hulk isn't what I need to do.
I'm hulking.
Guess I keep running in. Okay, good. We got one of them at least.
I'm hulking.
Okay, good.
Can't win without Hulk.
Control C's.
I may be bad, but my team isn't.
Backslaps and bear hugs. Sorry, no escaping us
That
now.
is all that matters.
It's the grand finale!
Hell unleashed!
The moon. Hulk gets what Hulk protects. Feels so good. No snatching us now.
Pulse charge.
Need assistance.
No, Wolverine, no.
We're finding our groove.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Okay.
Hulk protects.
Alright, that worked. I am not terrible. Oh, no. Get the Conchu thing. Break the tank! No, I will stay on this. It's such a good palate cleanser to me. Great. Well, Doctor Strange is fine, so that's okay. Oh, that was a good kill.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Control lost. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Alright, I am... Oh no, Bruce! Success. See, all I have to do is be Hulk, because they're those characters and it just makes them stronger. Oh, and I am positive KDA. Okay, good.
I'm hulking.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Tony Stark. I'm totally fangirling.
Oh, same here. We can swap autographs after the fight.
Swap. You should just be asking for mine. When's the last time you sold out Stark Arena grass?
All right, K-pop, let's go save the world.
Jeez. I love how aggro they are with
Battle
each other.
starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, get away from words.
Mission area. Got it?
Let's see. And away we go here?
Be strong together.
There's gonna be a fight. Hulk grateful.
I am wounded.
Hulk hates exploding spiders.
Chin up.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Look up.
Oh god. Oh, I am behind enemy lines here.
Capture the mission area.
Be your best self.
Okay.
Excellent forms, dear Mantis.
There is...
It's spider time!
Look up behind you.
I'm hulking.
Our enemies are here. Control C. I like the cool Hulk.
Hulk grateful.
Can I... Yeah! Hulk, run! Oh, Hulk is... Where's Hella?
Gamma shield.
That's fine. I distracted them for a while.
That was fun. I'm hulking.
Again!
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Right, now I just gotta save my ultimate for... I guess whenever they come in and I can do the smacky smack.
I need assistance.
Our enemies
Okay. Alright, we're alive. Haha! What's my sensitivity? Kind of high? That might be an issue, as I should probably move it lower, truthfully.
A nice deep freeze.
Okay, I can do one more of these, and then I'm chill to actually do the rest of the resumes.
Another hit for Luna Snow.
Bad guys, watch out.
Maybe you know what? I think you're right. I think I should move my sensitivity lower. Because, weirdly enough, too much, I don't have those reactions. I'm old. Right? Like... which is kind of sad, but... yeah, Doctor Strange definitely deserves that, not me. That wasn't sarcastic. That man did work. Okay. So are there any games y'all have been playing lately? Or anything y'all may care for me to play? I just like basic chill games that I can kind of turn my brain off to a degree to play while I'm doing the in-betweens. Resume reviews. Because it de-stresses me. Something with not a lot of words and is kind of quick. I was thinking League because I was good at that, but like, gosh, man, I don't like their anti-cheat kernel software. It's just not great. I don't like all that stuff. So, I was thinking if there's anything else, because I know shooters I'm like mid at. And I've tried a bunch of the other MOBAs. Dota is too complicated. Smite was okay. I don't actually. What is up with Smite now? Smite 2. Aren't they making a Smite 2? Ooh, it did not got a lot of good reviews. I don't know. I've not been. I wasn't a huge fan of Smite. Just need to de-relax or re-relax. Hey, Bear, you're sweet.
The right heroes could make
All right,
the difference.
I guess Hella, and then settings is right, so I should do keyboard is mouse sensitivity to maybe like this. I really just play CS and Valorant now. I don't have to drive any new mechanics. Dota confuses me. So I think Dota actively hates its player base. I have tried to play that, and it is such a nightmare. Like, there is... Oh, yeah, this is better already. Do we need a healer? Do we need a tank? We do need a tank. Okay, great. I will be tank.
Coming in 30 seconds.
Who's good right now? We need...
Are you, like, really the goddess of
I
the
am
Groot. So, but yeah, God, like, when I tried Dota, and this is having played League for like 5 years, it really felt like it hated me. Like, every mechanic was so obscured, and all the hotkeys were weird, because, like, your hotkeys were like Q, R, and C, while League is just Q, W, E, R, and it's like, why? Why do you need that?
Someone should have stopped you a long time ago.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Let's... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Dang it. Man, okay. Maybe Groot wasn't the right choice. We need... probably Venom. But yeah, I still maintain the fact that Dota actively hates its player base. You cannot make a game like that and it just like, it's so hard to play. Like, League is brutal, but at least I feel like it doesn't hate me. Okay, there is... oh god, no! Okay. I don't like keep switching. No, Penny. Penny is good. This is what I need. Penny is what I never got into League. We spent a lot of time Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is great. Have you played Path of Exile? Because I cannot wait until Poe 2 fully comes out. Because I love me some Poe. Like, I've...
Time for some fireworks. Powering up.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Jeez Louise! Okay, Penny was the right chance. What did you think of Diablo 3 and 4?
I'm counting on you, friends. How is that for a greatest hit, Luna? Powering up.
Oh god.
Just the world. Get the job done. Lines in place.
Alright, got her. Oh gosh. I hate you! Oh, I hate you! But yeah, I like League, I like Poe. I think Poe is great. I play a lot of Final Fantasy too, though I gotta get back into that, truthfully. Oh gosh. Can we go back? There we go. Okay, let's...
Better stop that vehicle.
You know what to do.
Oh, I put that in the wrong place.
Lines in place. Powering up. This is gonna hurt.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Spider time!
No! No! You only killed me! He only killed me! Oh, no! Oh, no! Alright, well, the rest of our team did well. That was hilarious. I could not get into Diablo 3. I tried it. And CS:GO Go is too strong for me. I don't know if I'm good enough at shooters for that.
Spider, got behind you. Powering up. Lines in place. Looks like I'm the one doing the punishing today. Gear up, little one.
Alright, I think this is so far chill. Oh, can I put this here? Yeah, that's way better.
He stopped them in their tracks. Only 60 seconds left.
Alright.
Here comes trouble. Systems restoring. Time for some fireworks. It's your game.
Nope. Too low there. Alright, this is well so far.
Gonna hurt.
Down to 30 seconds.
I love the pure Kibble. But game's too addicting, had to stop. That's fair, Eric.
Put on a show.
I do know League is very... Some people, it's too good, and you're like, I can't keep doing this. So, I totally get that.
Executioner!
gosh, I cannot stay out of the thing. There we go. Get away. Where you just yeet them up. Alright, perfect. And then I think we have one more game, and then I'm good to go back to
0, 2.
the normal resumes.
Time to switch things up.
Well, after
including
this
which
match,
side you're on.
hopefully we succeed. I really don't like being
You'll need a
the
top-notch
tank, though,
team to win
but
this one.
I'm here to finish the
is
fight
there a
with my father
better
again.
tank that I
And
could
make
be?
him proud.
Probably not. Excuse me. Yeah, nope, I think... Because I'm that. I don't want to be Groot, though. Groot might be okay on the offense. It's just kind of tough. I feel like I would have been more into other games with a better PC growing up. I basically only run Doom, so I played EverQuest. I think that's fair. I mean, look, Sonic the Hedgehog kind of taught me how to read, so... Because I was super dyslexic, still am,
30 seconds before you
and,
attack. Get ready.
super crazy dyslexic, and
Well, look
one
at
of the
you.
motivations for me to read is I love Sonic the Hedgehog, because I was like 6 when it came out, and I loved Sonic, because, yeah, 6-year-olds love that. And there was a Sonic the Hedgehog comic, and my parents got me, and I think it was the first comic of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I couldn't read it because I couldn't read. So it was a big motivation for me to learn how to read was Sonic the Hedgehog comic. So...
Get that vehicle to its destination.
Where's the vehicle? So yeah, that is why Sonic the Hedgehog kind of taught me to read. Obviously, there was a lot of other stuff, and it wasn't just that, but you know, it was a big part of it. So yeah, it was. I think it was great. So that's why I can say Sonic the Hedgehog taught me how to read, which I think is also funny because Sonic the Hedgehog is, man, liking their games is like being in an abusive relationship. Is that it's horrible, and then you keep wanting for that one spark of joy that was just there, and it never happens. I did like the newer one though, not the. I did like Generations, but there's one before Generations that I the 3D one, I thought that was kind of neat. Oh, I did. Oh, they were so close to dying too. Alright, where is my team? Oh, Moon Knight killed them all. Except for the healer. Do we have 2 healers? We have 1 healer.
Look out behind you. No escaping us now. Spider Zero must reach the Shiroa.
I seem to be unprotected. Wait, that tree was real?
Double kill.
Oh, that was lucky.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
These are sounds I've never heard before. Rock on, spiders.
Okay. Make it annoying for them to hit us. That is the goal.
A nice deep freeze.
Alright.
Hit the gas, Zero.
Against the world.
Oh my god, okay. God, this is chaotic. What the heck got me? Ugh, that guy. Oh yeah, the SX snowboarding games. Tried adjacent games recently, not the same. Yeah, I agree. Like, I still play a lot of games, but I don't. It's like you never forget your first either, you know? Because your first game it's always special to you. Okay, this is now, I think, Hulk time. Because I always know that the very first ones you play, like Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, Sonic Generations, they were, you know, what you grow up with. No, I am away from the healers. That is a bad idea, Lee. I did like Tricky. I wasn't good at it, but I liked it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, those were the old ones that were just... Oh, I love the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series, man. Those were the classics. Like, oh god, I gotta. Okay, we're fine. Okay, out! Okay, good. Alright, and then we're going to start with a thing, and then I can go back. Oh, we're so close. Come on, we're fine. Good. Victory.
Final score 2-1.
Oh, that's good detox. I can actually think again. Alright, let me turn on the music real quick and use the restroom, and then I can do more resumes, which I have 3 more, and then I have to put the rest in my system. I think I'm gonna have a longer stream on tomorrow. I think that might be a very long stream, truthfully, because I'm not gonna be here Wednesday, and I've got so many to do. Alright, so let's do this, let's do that. We've got... Do I have the thing for cyber yet? I don't. And I will be... Okay, there we go. Let me at least turn on the music right now, because that's... There we go. Music is back, which I didn't even realize was off. Can y'all hear the music? I just want to make sure you can actually hear it, because it's not showing that it's moving. Now it's going. Okay. Takes forever. Alright, so cybersecurity analyst. Probably clearance is needed. Let's see, what else do we need? Because this is, like, reviewing resumes isn't that mental straining. It's this part. This part specifically of looking for the keywords is the one that breaks me. Because that is the one that I actually need to do, like, research on. And it can blow my mind. So... Because the research is the part that just takes forever for me. So, because it's brutal. I have to do a lot of stuff for that. All right, there we go. So, cybersecurity, SIM. I think this is going to be it. I really hope this is the same type of job. Security hunter analysis. We have 1,000 cybersecurity solutions. It is a cybersecurity defense monitoring. I think that's going to be close enough. Let's see. Formal education, CompTI. So CompTI network. Because I know cybersecurity is mostly based on certificates, more so than others. Like, it's a lot of certificates, and I don't even know if my formatting will work specifically for that. So, so let's see. We've got that. We've got Python, Rust, Java, CompTI. I think Python, Rust, and Java is probably, or other language. I mean, really just does matter that it's language, truthfully. I would like to do hunting for cybersecurity just so I could have it under my belt, you know? Because I think that would be good for me personally. But dynamic, motivated, cybersecurity, cyber defense analyst. Okay, here we go. Certs. And then after the quick break, because I have to use the restroom, then I will review this. So, firewalls, which are going to be those. Operating system, security. Okay, compliance. I think that's good. All right, I will be right back. All right. Are you transferring in keywords from the job descriptions into the resume? All right, back. Welcome, Crimson Viper. Thank you for joining the stream. Am I transferring keywords from the job description into the resume? No. Is it because AI automated systems? No. No. It's so AI doesn't review resumes, and while technically there are ATSs that do use AI to do that, it is in the vast majority is not. It is a recruiter. It's very, very rare in the job market, unless you're probably applying to an AI company, for anything other than a human to reject the resume. What I'm doing right now is because people send me their resumes. These are not real roles, which I hope are clear. I really do need like a little black screen at the end of it that says none of these roles are real. But to do that, to make sure that I'm doing reviewing the resume correctly, is I have to actually go through the JDs, which I do over here, to make sure that I'm getting the right keywords that recruiters would be looking for, because I do know what recruiters want. Cybersecurity, if I was doing this for a real one, what I would be doing is asking these questions to the hiring manager, and it would be a lot different. So it's not a perfect format, but you know, I want to make sure people can get the best I can. And if I tell them like, look, I haven't done this industry before and it's a little different, and if I was talking to the manager, I could do it. So that is why I'm doing this, is I'm transferring them to here so that I know what I'm looking for based on the common job ones. This one may be incorrect because I'm looking for a cyber defense analyst, but I only found like one. I found mostly cybersecurity analysts, and I'm not sure the difference between the two. It seems like they're the same, but I could be incorrect, which is what I'm going to say in this video. So I hope that answered some questions for you. But yeah, you want keywords and stuff not for AI, but for the recruiter and non-technical manager. So feel free to ask a lot more questions. I like to answer them. So let me do this video. What is their ratio? They have 100-0. This is a resume of a cyber defense analyst. So full disclosure, I've not done cybersecurity. That's kind of one of the parts of tech I haven't done. And when I was looking for cyber defense analyst positions, I really only found like 1 or 2. Most of them were cybersecurity analysts. And I don't know enough about the industry to know if those were the same or different. I looked up, it looked like they were the same, but hopefully somebody from cyber can correct me. So these may be incorrect, full disclosure. I will judge this based on what I can, based on the job descriptions I was able to get for it. So what we're going to be looking for cyber security analyst, which I hope are the same as cyber defense analysts, it's going to be your ITIL cert. I don't know what that is, but it is an IT security cert. SIEM, log analysis, vulnerability analysis, scripting, CompTI, network, security, Cyber Plus, those are certs as well. Python, Rust, Java, firewalls, all those other words, ID, blah, 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 whatever these are. So also this person put their whole name, so I can't scroll past this. So please stop putting your full contact information at the top when you send it to me. I want to make sure you are all not doxxed. So, all right, let's, based on this, they've also sent 100-0, which again, it's in December when that was sent to me. So I don't know if that's bad really, because December's weird for ratios. So let's judge it based on this with that huge caveat. Collect and analyze threat data from various internal and external sources, open source, dark web, cross-functional teams, cybersecurity, provide threat analysis, research and emerging cyber threats, hunting activities. Yeah, I don't see any of these. Let's see, I'm trying not to show your name so I can go down a little bit. Certs. Okay, so for specifically, and here's going to be my best educated guess, is certifications are very, very important specifically in cybersecurity. Certs are huge. So what you want to do is you want these up top along with your education. So these should be up top and they need to be formatted in a different way. Specifically this. The rest of this I don't know if is needed, but they should be, yeah. This certification needs to be up top along with maybe not your education. This is one of the few places where you may want them separate, but yeah. And then let me look at this. Just try not to dox you. That's why I'm going slow. All right. Monitor security log breaches, traffic pattern, security CM. This is good. I found this one. Yeah. So with my limited knowledge of cyber, I don't think this would pass. What I did see was this one down here. And I did see this, which is good, but I'm missing everything else. And IT in general is very, very keyword heavy rather than qualification heavy. And I'm going to make the assumption that cybersecurity is the same. So with all those caveats, I am going to need this stuff here, because these look like stuff I'd be looking for. This stuff, I think some of this stuff at least, needs to be in the bullet points. And your bullet points don't have anything but this. This is the only real thing in your bullet points I'm able to find. I want to know, do I even see vulnerability analysts? Let me look at this slowly. I don't. Yeah, I don't see basically anything here. This is what I would be looking for, assumptions, and I don't see that in the bullet points. Your bullet points need to be the what, which is your skill or qualification, the how, which is how you used it, and the why, which is why you did it in the first place. The why can be a brag. It doesn't have to be a brag, but I need to know. So as an example, this is going to make no nonsense, but this is just an example one, is I would say something like used SIEM and log analysis and vulnerability analysis to create our firewall, which prevented bad people from attacking, right? I'm not cybersecurity, but that's what I want it to read like. So I wouldn't be able to pass on this, and I'm going to assume that the 100-0 is also not just because it was December when you applied. So I do think you're going to need to dig into the keywords and qualifications of the positions you're applying for and put those in. So that is my review for this one. Thank you. I got plenty more questions. Yeah, no, that is what this is here for, is for questions. I know in those states, why do resume writers cost so much? Because they're scams. A lot of them. A lot of them are scams. And apparently 250 to 350 is what they charge. I think part of the reason though is, in having started my own business, I'm not gonna talk about the ethics of it, right? So pulling that aside, when you are, and this is the rule I've heard, and I'm still new to this, but when you are working on a contract basis for your own company, you want to do about 3 times what it would normally be. And that kind of makes sense to me, because you don't typically have like 1,000 clients lined up. If you look at most of them, they probably maybe only get like a client or 2 or 3 a week. That's a guess. And if that's the case, then you're not making like, you're not doing 8-hour days, so you need to charge more. So if, say, a resume writer charges $350 a week, they may only get 2 people a week, right? Like that, so they make $700 a week. And some of that is going to go to taxes and everything. So that's my theory on why. Also, it's because people are desperate and they're willing to pay. And when people are desperate, they will pay more money, even if the product is not good, which is why I made this channel, so people wouldn't have to pay for that crap. Should education, Crimson Viper said, should education section be put at the top or after the list of jobs? Depends. Typically, you want education up top. Again, going to depend on everything. Yeah, some are done. The lowest prices I've seen are about like $75 to $250, and I don't think they're worth it, because I don't think you can make a resume without back and forth. I don't believe so, because what you're going to be looking for is going to be different in everything. So, but yeah, Crimson, it depends when you graduated, what industry you're in, etc. But I feel like a lot of them are scam artists, Summer Dawn. I'm sure there are some good ones, but I haven't met a lot of them. So, and that was partly why I'm also like, yeah, I don't want to charge for this, because it just feels weird if people don't have money that you're charging them for it, and that doesn't make me feel comfortable. Because, like, if you want to throw a couple of bucks my way, sure, but, like, yeah. And that's another thing I don't feel comfortable is I can't guarantee you get a job with the resume. I can never do that. I can guarantee that you will have a better chance at getting a job. That's a yes, but, you know, it's such a thing that I don't feel comfortable saying I can... You pay me money, here's what might get you something, even if it's a higher chance. Hi, came in late to the data science applicant with most interest startup. Not today. I don't think that's yet. Let's see. Actually, I think yours is coming up tomorrow. That might be it, is for tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't think I've done it yet. I think I see what yours might be. If you submitted it on the 1st. So, if a person is let go of their job and they have plenty of savings, take time off from work to reach in the negative when another person is applying re-enter. So there's never going to be one monolithic answer in recruiting, but I will say the vast majority don't. You will always get some sticklers that think it, but the vast majority don't. If we're talking about a gap over 2 years, it starts to get iffy. But most will be fine with the gap, especially in now. You're always going to get some hard persons like, gap, no, but most of the time, no. So, a bigger issue, yeah, so gaps are not as hugely a thing. Oh gosh, this person also put in their whole resume, whole phone number and everything. Please stop. So, hold on a second. I got to pull this up and make sure they're not doxxed. Like, I don't mind saying their first name, but, like, full phone number, and some people put, like, socials and stuff on it, and, like, ooh. You should never also put your social on your phone, your thing. You don't ever need to put your social. Some jobs do require it, I'll be honest, but, like, when I worked for Caterpillar, we needed some of it, but most of the time you don't need to. Alright, then perfect. I will see you tomorrow, Agree. So, how many pages should a resume be at most? It's... Missing the point of that is, as long as I can find it in the first half, you're good. Because I've seen resumes with like 5 pages get jobs. I've seen resumes that are 1 pages get jobs. The point is, you need the relevant information in the first half of the first page, because some managers like longer resumes, and you're writing the resume both for the recruiter and the hiring manager. So, but as long as it's the first half of the page is the most important part of the resume, bar none. Because if you make it longer than that, even if it's only 1 page, recruiters may not always go through it. Same with some managers. So, but yeah, I'm glad I'm helping people, because I don't like them getting scammed by, because like all those career coaches that I see, they're like, we'll make your resume do X, and then every single recruiter I know is like, that's not how it works. You're making it look pretty to the candidate, but it looks terrible to recruiters. So I set my second resume in, and I think it's fully undoxed. Okay, perfect. If you send it in today, it may be a little bit, because again, I'm not going to be here Wednesday. I'm going to try to do a longer stream tomorrow to get through a bunch, because I think I have like 22 on the backlog right now. My YouTube is picking up. So this is full stack 100 to 0. Okay. I mean, I copy paste. I know what the full stack is almost by heart right now, luckily. But the others I have to start. That's totally fine for only first completely docs. Can be removed. Okay. Can you... When did you submit it? Do you know the date? Or actually, here, how about this? Just, I'm going to whisper you real quick. Don't put this in the main chat. Just give me your email real quick, and I'll search for where it is so I can delete the first one. Don't put that in the main chat, though. Please don't. It's just the whisper. Let's see. All right. While I do this resume. Yeah, I think I have enough already. So... This is a full stack web developer, and they've gotten 100 to 0. So they also put their full information again up top, which I can't show. And the one thing I did notice is I'm not sure where they're applying to. If you are applying in the United States, at least you need a phone number that can be read from that, and the area code was not one that could be called from the United States. Now, maybe you're not applying for the United States. That's fine. I just want to let you know that wherever you're applying for, even if it's a remote position, you absolutely need a phone number that can be dialable by a person in that location. So this person has 100 to 0, which isn't good. Again, winter, so hard to tell during Q4, especially December. But what we're going to be looking for is TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CSCD, and any extra languages. So, let's look at this. This is a nightmare to read already. Please stop with all of this. Your resume should be black and white. It should be easy to read. There are 1,000 different fonts and bolding here that it is actually hurting my eyes to read this. If you screw up on the formatting this bad, the recruiter may not spend as much time on the resume as they should. And this is hard to read. So I will try to read this, but this is actually giving me a headache with all the different stuff. So let a team of 4 developers build point epic release Google. I'm scanning this. Okay, nothing I see here is what I need. Tech stack, cool, don't care. I want to make sure it's in here. Nothing. Facilitated real-time monster rules. Okay, I don't see it. Okay, so in here, I don't see anything I need to move forward. And you're like, well, hold on, I wrote this here. It doesn't count unless it's in a bullet point. This is apparently the popular meta, is to put the tech stack over here. It needs to be in the bullet points. If it's not in the bullet points, it doesn't count. I've said in the last one, you need to show the what, the how, and the why. And it could simply be, a good way to say this is use TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and Angular to create full stack of front end and back end for our company's main webpage. That is a phenomenal first sentence. That's fine. You can do that. But in this entire thing, this is a no for me. I mean, this is 100% a no. I can't find anything I need. Even like you're bolding weird stuff that I don't care. Why is Google sign in and RE CAPTCHA bolded? Nothing about this makes sense, nor would I want it. yeah, you need to burn this and redo it. Please use the format on my website. Please use just black and white, just simple, no colors. The only color that should be on your resume should be your name and email that is, or not your name, your email and your LinkedIn that may be hyperlinked. That's like it. Everything else should be black and white. And I need you to write sentences with the keywords in it. I can't find anything I need here. Yeah, there's JavaScript, cool, but I don't see anything about SQL. I don't see anything about React. I don't see anything about TypeScript. I don't see anything about cloud. I don't see anything about Agile. I don't see anything about the CI/CD. These are what are going to get you jobs, and they need to be in the bullet points. This is a very, very firm no. Yeah, I wish I had better stuff, but almost this resume doesn't work on both a formatting and a bullet point level. And you can see when a resume, honestly, formatting is less important than the content, because I think it was this video, the very first one, yeah, where the guy sent in the very first one had terrible formatting, but they were getting interviews because the bullet points were good. The formatting was hurting their chances. In this, the bullet points are not good, nor the formatting. So you need to redo like everything. And I don't want to be cruel, but like, you just graduated, I think so. And it's a nightmare. It's hard to get a job after you graduate. It is not easy, and I want you to have a good chance. So I'd rather this be the cruel interview so that you can fix it and have a better chance. So let's move on to the final review of this video. What font and font sizes should be used? Okay. So let me do this in order. This was 43. So 43, no, 45, 43, 45, 3. That is the order. Gosh. And then I'll answer that question in a second. I also forgot I did not eat breakfast today. That was not good. Okay, let me look at your email real quick just to see if I can find this. Yes, okay, it would have been next one, so I will delete that, and I think, so the one you submitted on the first was the bad one, correct? Summer. You can answer in any of the chats, that's fine, but I did find it. So I assume the one you entered on the first is the one that was incorrect. Okay, so font size is, and I will show you with, this is why I have a template of it. I need to fix the template, make it better. Okay, cool. I will delete the one on the first. That is fine. Good to know, because I didn't do that stuff anyway. So where's my thing? Where's my thing? I should have eaten breakfast today. I literally forgot to eat breakfast. Although it's gonna be potatoes, potatoes and onions. That's what I'm gonna be eating, because we have so many potatoes and onions. So many potatoes and onions. All right. So Viper. This is the. Let's assume this was your resume. This should be bolded in 14 font right here, the name. This should be 12.5, not bolded. Everything else needs to be 10.5 in Arial. So it's going to be 14, then 12.5, and then 10.5 Arial. Everything needs to be that. And while there are other fonts that work, just use Arial. Please just use Arial. It just works. I don't want to have to dig through the other ones that work. So, also if you want, you can see my formatting, which is here. What if it runs into a second page? Again, second page is fine. Second page is fine. The most important part is that you get it in the first half of your resume. I want to see it in here, right? If it's all the way down here, it may not matter. Also, if it's PDF, it's fine because it can scroll down. So a second page is fine. It's just the first part is the biggest issue. So that is always going to be the thing, is the very first, is the first half of the resume is the most important. All right, this is a development productivity engineer. Did I do this one? Man, I don't even know. No, okay. So those are what brain did not work. Yeah, I need to eat breakfast. I should have eaten breakfast. It is 1:36 and I have not had anything. Oh, we have an ad in 4 minutes. 5 minutes? Oh, we have an ad in 5 minutes. Okay, great. I was only going to do one more, and I don't know if I could actually do that. Can I hit an ad now so we have time for the last resume? I don't know. Okay, well, I have to search this anyway, so this is going to take a bit, because this is not a development productivity manager. Is not necessarily something I've done before. But yeah, now is the best time for questions. So let's see. Development productivity manager. Let's do anytime, which is maybe old, but whatever. What the hell is a development productivity engineer? Actually, what is a development productivity engineer? So they fixed. Okay, there may be other names for this. DPE. Okay, is there a term for world like? Oh, it's a platform engineer. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. Okay, I think this is correct. Because, like, I gotta actually get the right title, because otherwise it... So, like, okay, I think this is the correct one. Do you know what FANG recruiters look for? I mean, look, all recruiters usually look for the same thing, right? We want to... So, the biggest myth is that recruiters actually... They're the ones that determine the skills from the resume, and that's false. The goal of the recruiter in the resume phase is to make sure you meet the bare minimums that you could be good in the interview. So, yay, you're moving on to the next round. Wow, that is fast. Normally they tell you later, but congrats, Mardu. Wow. So yeah, again, it's we don't look to see if your resume is good for skills because we cannot judge that. At least good recruiters don't. You just need to make sure they meet the bare minimum qualifications, which is why you need to write it like a government form, because we are looking that you meet the bare minimum qualifications to go to the interview. Oh, this is yours? Oh, perfect. Okay, actually, then I can ask you this question. What is a platform support engineer the same? Also, Crimson Viper said, do recruiters hate applicants that live a long distance away during application, but they fully intend to move to the city? Yeah, they won't, but that's more of a manager's. Not a lot of companies do relocation, even if it's on the candidate's time. So, okay, cool. I guessed it right, Mardo. So, it's if you are applying and you're planning on moving to a place, you just put the city you're planning on moving to, which should be why it's here. So, and if they ask you, you can just say, yeah, I am moving to that in X, right? Because that's fine. Oh no, I'm about to do it. I haven't done it. Haven't done it yet. We're about to get hit with an ad, but I was going to do it before the ad. So, well, no, not after the ad, because I don't have time. I have to actually look up this. I just had to figure out what the hell whatever you are that's platform, development productivity engineer. Okay, cool. Yeah, because that's not something I've done. So this is the research part, which is the one that takes the most. Python, Bash, automation, Datadog, Terraform, Ansible. I will never Now let me do this so it's cleaner. Platform engineer. Okay, this seems solid as well. Because, yeah, it's... People get me with stuff I've never worked before. And I can find it. It's like, one of my skills is I can do anything. I've done oligonucleotide scientists and made placements when I didn't know what the hell that was. But it does take some research. And this is what you would see me doing during an actual workday is I would research these positions before the manager and make sure they're the same. But I don't get to really do that here. And I don't get to talk with the manager because, I have to do it online and live. So there's some slight flaws with this format that I'm not really sure how I'm ever going to be able to fix, but, that's just one of them. I think that one's good. Cloud, platform software engineer, platform engineer 2. Why is my nose always itchy? Cloud, Terraform. Okay, these are kind of the same. Yeah, some of these languages are going to be a little Okay, CICD. No, I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is good. I can do this after. So, how cooked is someone if they say yes to needing sponsorship? Very cooked. We're going to get cut off, but you're going to have to double the amount of applications you'll need. Sponsorship. Now, admittedly, Canada is different. You can do a bunch of different stuff from Canada to the US, but less cooked than an H-1B, but it's going to lower your chances. A lot of companies, even if they have the ability to do so, may not know how to do them. Okay. Oh my gosh, the site hurts my eyes. No, reject all cookies. This is the site, why? If I do TN, maybe I don't need sponsorship. I think I've done... Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of stuff. Break. Do 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 do. I think that's good. Maybe missing Git. No ad break. It says it has a minute. Oh, because you're a subscriber, right? You don't get ads. That's why. Mardo, you're fine. I forgot you don't get ads because you do that. Yeah, so this is a nightmare of a posting, but I'm glad this resume got you a thing here. So yeah, that's what subbing and subscribing means, is you don't get ads. A lot of streamers push it because that's their income, but like, people don't have jobs. I don't want to push it. So that's fair. Scala, TypeScript. Oh god, I hate everything here. Geez Louise. But no, I do see already. This actually looks like I'm very correct with the degrees and stuff too, so I can see that. But woof. All right, there we go. All right, I'll try to do more tomorrow. I wonder if I'm going to do a big long stream tomorrow. What is my schedule tomorrow? Actually, that's a fair point. What is my schedule tomorrow? Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, again, Eric, I don't know. I've done like one T1, and I don't even know if I did that for real. It's been so long. So I don't remember. I wish I could give you more. But also, everybody, if you have a Amazon Prime account, you get a free Twitch sub, and I will not ask you for money that you pay for, but you can sub to me, which will give me money for free if you're already signed up for Amazon Prime, and you won't have commercials. So if you have that, please give it to me. So, improving your workflow. Oh, you're the one who did the improving the workflow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that, I think you also, I didn't know if you needed to change anything, I'll be honest, Mardo, because like, a 1 to 25 ratio. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marta. Holy crap. And thank you very much, Summer Dawn, as well. Marta, you just gave a lot of people stuff. That was a lot. Thank you. Holy crud. That's like $20. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, Marta, I mean, you're the one that I wanted to send that to you because, like, seriously, any 1 to 25 ratio is fantastic. I would have paid more. Okay, perfect. Good. Thank you. I'm very glad. Thank you very much for helping that. So yeah, you had one of the best ratios I've ever seen. I will be honest. If you have a 1 to 25 ratio of first stage interviews, I don't know if you need to change anything. And as I said a little bit before the stream, which I don't know if you caught, is, because maybe you were here or not, maybe I didn't, is my resume review is not one size fits all, but it's one size fits most. And there are going to be some industries and people and basically a bunch of other stuff that is going to slightly change how your resume should be. And if you are having that much success with how you're doing it, my God, I wouldn't even change it. The only other thing I would want to know is how many applications are you physically able to send, because you do more of a quality over quantity. And ideally what you should do is both. But I don't want you to change it to my format when your previous one may have been the best format ever. So, because I haven't done that kind of stuff, right? So, you know, I want to make sure I know. So it was something like 6 to 26, and I was mostly applying developer to was pretty niche. The one you were reviewing is after. Okay, so like again, I don't know if you needed to change anything. I will be honest, and I think part of the thing of being an expert is when, if it ain't broke, it ain't, you know, don't fix it. So maybe this is fine, but we'll see. So what's a good percentage? Depending on your industry, 1 to 50 is like the average. If you're past 1 to 50, you're doing it wrong. If you have 1 to 25, you're solid. If the differences are, if you're going to be like a fresher, like you just graduated college, you're an intern, or you're looking for a visa, you're going to nearly need to like do 75 or so. So yeah, I about 5%, 2 to 4% is solid. Again, like if you are there's always going to be exceptions. There's never one right answer. But if you are a new grad, you're looking for a visa sponsorship, or you are looking for purely remote, those are going to bump it up past 50. So thank you very much, Mardu. Let's review your resume. When I was trying to get an internship, it was like 300 to 0. Yeah, okay, see, that's too much. But also the way you want to write a internship is not how you want to write a resume to actually get another non-internship job. Typically, internships very much want specific things. So there is a specific thing you want to put in your internship, which most do not have. All right, let's do your resume. Okay. For our final review of this video, we have a developer productivity engineer. They have probably one of the best ratios I've ever seen doing this for a while. It's like 6 to 26, which is amazing. Full disclosure, as I told them in chat because they're here, is I've not done a developer productivity engineer. It is also similar to a platform engineer, and that's what I'm going to find. But I think they used this and got an interview while they were on stream, and then they passed it and got a second. So it does work. But let's look at how this is. I'm expecting this to be fantastic with that ratio. So I make tools and processes to help 350 developers write and test their code faster so they can deliver feature customer quickly, reliably. Good. Already good. I like it. Summary sentences don't necessarily need to have all the keywords, but if you could, this is actually a good way to just say make tools and processes using maybe Python, Bash, TypeScript, Git, which is some of them, that developers. I wouldn't move it past that, but again, this would be a quick way to shove in a couple more keywords. But over migrated pre-commit pipeline from a legacy Java to a modular YAML-based Docker platform to enable local execution for developers. That's fine. I don't know. Again, I haven't searched for this role. 6 hours. Google using Java standby nodes. Perfect. Java micro with PostSQL. Perfect. Priority critical test receive feedback for Git, which is one. Use Python and Bash. Yeah, great. Docker. I assume YAML may be a one. Again, I have not done a platform engineer or developer product engineer. So, pipeline specific challenge my legacy, any script, okay. Breathing graphing dashboards. Dashboards is probably good. I am missing maybe cloud, but this might be my lack of knowledge on this issue. So, and that's sign. Design Redis, reusable to .NET. Okay, Java, perfect. PostgreSQL, AWS. Yeah, the only thing I'm really kind of missing is cloud and maybe Datadog and Terraform. But again, that may just be my lack of knowledge in platform engineering specifically, because they are getting interviews. So I don't even know if they need to add anything, because they're getting like bah, 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 bah. So that is peak interview. But yeah, that's great. Those are the only things. And again, it might just be because I don't know enough about this industry, and this is something I would message the manager And that is kind of the, again, flaw of this whole system that I'm doing that I'm not sure how to really fix is if I was doing these for real, they were real positions, is I would meet with the manager beforehand and hash all these details out. So I would have a much clearer version of this. So this is sort of a third-party version of the little keywords and qualifications that may not be well, but this is solid. I like how you wrote these sentences. I like that I still found most of what I want. Yeah, and it's clearly working for you, so go for it. Oh, here's Kubernetes. There it is. Yeah, I didn't even scroll down far enough. That's perfect. There it is. Yeah, I think maybe cloud. I'm going to look to see if there's anything I can find of cloud in here. It does say there's cloud. Maybe I missed it. Yeah. I look cloud at the back. I guess maybe up top would be, but does it say AWS? No. Does it say Azure? No. But GCP still. Fine. Fantastic. It's getting you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Basically, if you were having a 1 to 25 ratio of getting application to interviews, that's fantastic. This one blows it all away. So yeah, that is my review for it. Fantastic. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if this has been useful, and I will see you all on the next video. Whoa, I got a hype chest. What is a hype chest? I have never gotten that. Yeah, and again, I don't know if you need to. I mean, you're doing it. I got a frog emote? Okay, I got a frog emote now. Choo choo. Just told me to put that in. What job websites do recruiters recommend not using? I think you should use most of yours. But yeah, Mardu, like, you may have cracked the code for your industry. I want to be very clear now that I'm talking with you. The way I'm doing my resume works for 95% of the people. You may have done you may be the 5% of the people where my format may make it worse. So don't delete your previous resume. Cause there is no monolith in recruiting, unfortunately. So I just want to make sure you don't change it and make it worse, because honestly, if anybody I knew was getting a 6 to 26 ratio of first stage interviews, would not touch anything with it. I'd be like, you're good, you're fine, do what you're doing, just apply to more. Crimson, you said what websites would I not recommend? Truthfully, most of them are going to be on Indeed, LinkedIn, and then usually they're posted to a third one sometimes, which is going to be monster.com or ZipRecruiter, but LinkedIn and Indeed have most of them. The one I would say, and this is going to sound blasphemous, which I don't know, I don't think it applies to you specifically, but is if you're a new grad, Craigslist might be good. It is 95% scams. I want to be clear. 95% of them is trying to get your money in their scams. But I've seen a lot of professionals that just started their career and they've got it out. The 5% that is legitimate is Craigslist. I know. I'm not saying you should definitely do it. That's where you get sneaky links. Yes. That's how I got an appointment. Can get murdered? You can. You absolutely can. It is, I'm not exaggerating. Most of it is scams, but the reason you will get actual legitimate stuff in there is, let's say you're a company, right? Let's say you are a company of 25 people. If you're a company of 25 people, you probably don't have a dedicated recruiter. That's not enough people that you need it. So you are a manager that does not know how to hire. So you look at all this and LinkedIn charges you like $90 a week or something, or $300 a week. Indeed is a nightmare to get processed. And you will probably make a post on Craigslist. Like it is, you're like, oh, Craigslist, you can make posts on there. I know a paralegal that got their first job from Craigslist that ended up being like close to 90K or more. I think, if my memory serves right. In fact, I got my apartment. So before I lived where I lived, I got an apartment, which was, I thought it was a scam because they were charging like $500 under the market rate for the apartment. And my best friend Chili Phil, who is a mod here, said just go for it anyway. And it wasn't a scam. It was real. So you have to be very careful. And if you've got like 7 years experience, I don't think you need to, but sometimes Craigslist can actually lead to jobs that nobody will take because they think they're scams. I have an interview during your stream tomorrow. Maybe Rip, are these recorded? Yes, they are. They are recorded. It takes me a minute or two to record them. But here, this is the I have a VoD channel where I upload everything. But yes, you can get murdered from Craigslist. You can catch stuff. It deserves its reputation, but you can find a gem every now and then. But otherwise, I would say primarily, oh, he's a good boy, Bear Bear. Yes, you are. I would say primarily, come here, Bear Bear. Come here, sweetie bee. Primarily, what you should do is Indeed and LinkedIn are where the vast majority are posted. So, I love you. You did a good stretch. I know. We're closing in on the time because you need to go to the restroom and I need to eat breakfast because it is 1:30 and I've not. It's nearly 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So that is what I would recommend. So just letting you all know again, Bear, what are you doing? Look at him. What is he just rolling around like a madman? I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. I might do a start earlier and do a longer stream just because this Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment, so I'm not going to be here this Wednesday. So, but yeah, good luck on the interview. So 3 p.m. PST. PST is the time. So 3 p.m. PST. Normally it is Mondays and Wednesdays, 11 a.m. PST, and then Tuesdays it's 3 p.m. PST, but Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment, so I may do a random stream later this week at a random time. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be it. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I need to get food. I haven't eaten breakfast. But we are going to raid a channel. So please raid with me. Say hi in the channel. It is always beneficial to raid. It helps me out. I like it. It helps me. People go back and forth. And it is brain doesn't work. But yeah, so we've got... Let's see. Can we do a similar size? We have Ask Jesus. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Let's see who I'm following right now that's on. So we've got, I like Lana. I think Lana's cool, but let's do Nova right now. Because Nova has a really cool... I like their assets and everything. So I will see you all tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST. Maybe a random stream throughout the week, but I will be back to my normal schedule after that. So... thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. It's always fun doing this. I'm going to keep doing it. And keep peppering me with questions. That is what I like. So, but yeah, rating other channels really helps me. It's a good way to do it. So, and away we go. Thank you, guys.